At least 2 million people had to leave their homes and their communities during the Balkan conflicts in the 1990s. When I met one of these families, they were living here, in a converted laundry.
For 15 years we have lived in Serbia, and all this time we have been dreaming of when we can move to a new home.
But fleeing to Serbia, they found a country that was recovering from conflict and making the difficult transition to a market economy.
We have tried to live an ordinary life, but we have not been able to in this place.
The hope of an ordinary life could lie with a new agency set up here in Kragujevac.
We have promoted a social housing sector that will provide the most vulnerable people with housing that is affordable and accessible.
This new housing agency is part of a United Nations initiative, the Settlement and Integration of Refugees Programme, or SIRP.
For us, it was the opportunity, and thanks to the government of Italy who provided the funds for this, it was really the opportunity to demonstrate that the messages and the concepts that developed by Habitat at global level are also very valuable for the Eastern Europe.
Another city where these concepts are proving valuable is Čačak.
We have involved the refugee population in our work, and this is why we think the program will be successful.
Success means new houses like these. Part of a new social housing sector being created in 7 cities around Serbia.
Together with housing agencies, we also are developing alternative and innovative housing solutions for vulnerable population. By building capacities of housing agencies and they networking with similar institutions from Europe, mainly from Italy, we are rebuilding housing system in Serbia.
The roots of social housing are within this program.
A program that receives national attention.
The project of UN Habitat is a very good project because it provides housing for people with a housing problem, and we all know that someone cannot be happy if they do not have a roof over their head.
Putting roofs over heads is important, but it is just a start.
This program is not an easy program because we are not building houses, but we are building capacity.
So, with the support of the Italian government, SIRP is also sharing its expertise with local councils.
Also a matter of decentralization and giving more power to local authorities, but it's also a matter of being well informed and to have new knowledge.
We would like to thank UN Habitat for organizing many seminars where our employees have been shown how to work as effectively and efficiently as possible.
It's very interactive. It delivers a new kind of methodology in thinking about the development of local community, and it promotes participation.
About today, we've learned a lot of new things, how to operate, how to be efficient, a lot of new ideas and discussions about real-life problems that we have in local communities.
We were well impressed because participants are very active. They come from different public services.
Improved local government and new housing can do a great deal to help rebuild communities. But the SIRP program has a wider aim.
The real purpose, the real aim of the program is not just to give them a roof, but also try to make these programs socially integrated programs.
And one of the needs that we identified for these people who are refugees and other socially vulnerable groups, they need support to integrate. One interesting idea that appeared is development of tourist capacities. This type of long-term self-sustainable activities that will promote local integration, income generation, and therefore integration of vulnerable groups is something that we will support.
SERB is supporting many other projects that help to spread integration, like this one in Kragujevac.
One of the main goals is to improve the quality of life of disabled children. This project is has this regional dimension, and that all citizens of Serbia as a whole, if they're interested, will have benefits of this project, from this project.
To achieve social integration, SERB reaches out to many vulnerable groups.
Today we are in Roma settlement in Kraljevo. We are here to start the project, one pilot initiative on alternative housing solution. And we are working in close cooperation with local community in this project of upgrading of this Roma settlement that will be developed according to needs of local community and with full participation of local community.
And the citizens of the future are included as well.
The task was to prepare a presentation on culture, like what kids would do if they were mayor and what they would do if they had the money.
For World Habitat Day, children were asked to imagine their future.
We are expecting them to give us some ideas of what they think of our town at this moment and where they think this town will be and how they will present this particular part to their new neighbors.
This was my first day about thinking of my place where I live. It was a nice experience for me.
So, with the right approach, it is possible to put together communities where vulnerable people can become real citizens.
It was my hope to demonstrate that habitat concepts are also valuable for this region.
The housing units must be the starting point for a new life in every sense, so that these new villages will make possible that these people will feel less and less refugees and more citizens.